Hello everyone. Welcome back. Sorry for the delay. I've promised myself to upload episodes every week, but I've been sick for the past week and a half and and I've had a lot of ideas, a lot of things to talk about, but I just been sick, y'all. I'm sorry. But I'm here. I'm still sick, but I'm feeling a little bit better than I felt a week ago. So I felt like I can get you guys this episode out. So on the last episode, I talked about the black tax, right? I talked about how there is this pressure of always looking out for the family, of always being there, of where you lose yourself emotionally, physically, financially, just because there's this mentality of like the community raised you, so you also have to give back. Like there's this idea like I raised you, I gave birth to you for you to take care of me. To some extent I understand it, but sometimes it can get very toxic, and nothing is worse with the black tax than being the oldest daughter or the only girl in an African family or in a Congolese family. That's when you see the black tax manifest itself to the max. Whew. So in this episode, we're going to talk about being a girl in a traditional Congolese, also African family. And for this episode, I thought about the song by Beyoncé, If I Was a Boy. That is actually one of my favorite songs from Beyoncé. I love that song, because although that song is about love, it's about like how differently men and women love and the expectations in relationship between men and women. That song can be honestly translate to just life as the difference between female and male outside of romantic relationship. I remember I had a conversation with one of my best friends, and I was talking about how I hated being the oldest. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And honestly, the reason why I can't stand it, especially being a girl, because as a girl, you are not given the grace to mess up. You are not given the grace to develop. From the time that you are a kid, you're supposed to have responsibilities. It's already installed in you that you're supposed to have responsibilities. As the oldest, you know that you're supposed to take care of the youngest. And especially when you're the girl, they tell you like, well, you're going to be a mother one day, right? So it has to be second nature to you. I think the first time I learned how to do chores, maybe I was 3 years old. My mother was washing my big brother diapers, and back in Africa, we don't have like, not now they do, but like when I was a kid, there was like, the cloth diapers where it was cloth. So when the baby pooped, like, they had to wash the cloth and all that. And I can remember being like really young, maybe 3 or 4, like putting my hand inside of the oh my god, like le bassin. That's how we say in French, le bassin. What's le bassin in English? Let me go off on a tangent. This is the bad thing about knowing a lot of languages, because sometimes you forget a word and you're like, I only know this in this language, but I don't know it in English now, because now my brain is thinking in French. But le bassin is like you wash your clothes inside of a of a container. I don't know, the container is not the right translation, but you know what I mean, right? I remember doing that because I saw my mother doing it, and then she never corrected me, and she saw then it was that, then it was learning how to wash the dishes, then it was learning how to cook, and it was learning how to clean the house. I have a scar under my chin, and I know I had it when I was 6 years old, and it came from me cleaning the church. And when we used to clean the church, we used to like have like soapy water. We used to have like mops and everything to clean the church. And like while I was cleaning the church, I slipped and fell, and I cut myself, and now I have a scar under my chin because of it. So we've been doing chores since we were kids, little kids, and that was normal. It was normal for us, and it's normal especially because you're a girl. Like, I cannot complain about not doing chores. It's like, what do you like? My mother classic response is like, well, when you're gonna go to your house and with your husband, are you gonna complain about being the only person to wash the dishes or cleaning the house and everything? I'm like, yes, I will. I do not want a man who will help me with chores. I don't. I really don't. Because of how I was raised. With this mentality that, yeah, my brother can do chores, but it was a must for me to do chores. And when you spoke up and be like, why do I have to do it? He doesn't. It's like, well, you're the girl. And so when you hear that, you are like, oh, I hate being the girl. I hate being the girl, and I hate being the oldest. Because when you're the oldest, there's a lot of expectations. You are the head of the train. If you go left, the whole train just get messed up. You hated that. I cannot. There was not a time where I enjoyed being the oldest. I did not. Because as the oldest, and they say in Lingala, like, mama akambakabana. Mama amemaka bosoto ya batunyosa. So the mother is supposed to carry the shit of everybody. And you as the girl, the oldest girl, you are like the mother of the family. And in the last episode, when I talked about marriage and relationships, I talked about how like men carry the last name, right? They carry the name. They are the one that is gonna give the name of the father, the legacy, right? So if, for example, if I have a child, my child will have my husband's last name. So my father's name, which I carry, will die with me because my children are gonna have their father's last name. So my brother is the one that's gonna carry my father's last. So he's gonna carry his legacy, right? However, is the girl that gives glory to the family, because my brother will take care of his in-laws, but the man that I bring home will be the one to take care of my mother, of my family. So traditionally or culturally, when a man comes to visit, like if we're back in Africa, it will be like, oh, tu vois, donne $100 à maman pour le transport. Like, so give your mother $100 for the gas for her to go back home. Oh, like this is the monthly allowance for your mother's groceries. So it is on the girl to take care of the family. So that's why back then, even now, it's still this way. But we're gonna talk about that in another episode when I talk about dating when you're African or when you're Congolese. But so even that is like, you had to bring a wealthy man because that man was going to give us what that man was going to not just be able to take care of you, the woman, but it's going to take care of the family. Just like in some Asian culture, it is the girl that takes the mother in. So in other Asian cultures, like the kids and the family lives together and everything. But between me and my brothers, I'm expected to take my mama in when she's old and gray. I'm expected to take care of her when she needs help. Because I'm the one that's going to bathe her. They will not bathe her. That's, how dare they? Right? So when you're the girl, from when you're young, you already, like, it is already institutionalized in your head that you are not a person. You are of service of others. You have to set up a good representation for your siblings. You are the head of the train. You have to care not only for everybody. And you know the funny thing that I just realized? You are taught to take care of everybody. You're taught to take care of your siblings, you're taught to take care of the home. You are taught to take care of this invisible man, husband that you have not met yet, because he's being raised to know that he don't have to do shit because you're going to take care of his ass. But nobody teaches you to take care of yourself. Nobody. Nobody have the discussion on how to be good to yourself. Like, your gratification should come from serving others. You should not complain about doing the dishes. It's for your own good, they say. Because in your mama house, you're being trained for marriage. You're being trained to take care of a man. You're being trained to take care of children. Nobody takes the time to realize that, hey, you are a kid. You have to develop as a kid, as a person, as an individual. What do you like to do? I am an educated woman, and even within my education, even though my mother pounded the idea of being educated, getting the degrees, having high level of success financially, being financially independent and all of that, there was still things like buts. But you also have to be in service of this person. My whole life, I had to take care of my younger brother. My whole life. His pain was felt. Mine was not. I have severe cramps. And until today, my mother doesn't believe that I am actually in pain. She'll say, well, after all this year, you're complaining about your cramps. They still hurt? Yes, they still do. But it's like, you have to withstand pain. You cannot, like, when I'm sick, there's not a point to tell somebody that I'm sick, I'm not feeling well. Because then she's going to give you like, well, when I'm sick, well, when I used to have my period, like, I used to still cook, I used to still clean, I used to still be... Oh. So what's the point of telling somebody that you're not feeling well? You can't even say that. Because there's nobody there to take care of you, because nobody was raised to take care of you. Men are taught to provide, and their provision is financial. Rarely do men are taught to provide on the emotional aspect. So it feels, especially when you're an African woman, especially when you're a Congolese girl, it feels like emotions are not supposed to be part of the dialogue. And for a person like me who has been like, I have to be logical, I have to be logical, I have to be logical, I am at this point in my life where I'm learning to be emotional, because I never was able to express I think the only time I was able to express myself emotionally was in therapy. And even when I look at my therapy sessions, I will go there and say the most traumatic thing with a laugh. But then I learned that was the way I could say it, because I didn't have tears to shed, because nobody taught me it's okay to cry. Nobody taught me that, because I was not allowed to do that. Because I'm the head of the train. The head of the train have to be strong. Because if I'm fucked up, then everyone is going to be fucked up. So in order to save other people from being fucked up, I cannot be fucked up. So there is no room for mistake. There's no room for growth. There's no room to understand who you are as a person. Because you were born and you were raised to always be of service of others. Not just because you're the oldest, but also because you're the girl. So the ideas that we have of women as like the mother, as a caretaker, as somebody who takes all the shit from everybody, that has been installed on me since I was a little girl. No wonder why I suck in romantic relationships. I never even had a romantic relationship. I never had a healthy one. So lately, I've been just going on a journey to just discover what I like, what I want, what feels right to me, before I go seek that person. Because we ask girls to do the work, but we don't ask men to do the work. So I am here literally working on myself to be a feminine, vulnerable person. And I don't even know if the person I'm going to meet is going to be that. And so far lately, since I've been looking, I haven't found it. So it might be a hard look. So now I have to learn how to adjust to things. Because I have two choices. Either go on the path of taking everything in where I lose myself, or never finding it at all. And me and my African girlfriends, we are not in relationship. Like all my girlfriends who are Africans, one of them have never had a boyfriend, never kissed a guy. The other one is getting married, but this is the second man that she ever been with. Like, we did not date for years. That was not part of our lives. Because we were like, we are too mature for these boys. It's so hard to find a man in our age. Because we've been mothers since we were 3, 4, 5 years old. We have never been kids. We don't know what that is. We have never had a normal development. We have been adults from the get-go. So, although my age says I'm 15, I am 40 in my mentality. So me talking to a 15-year-old boy who's technically 9 in his mentality doesn't work. People ask me, how come you never dated? How come you never dated? Because I just never felt like I could meet somebody on my level, on my maturity level. I've always felt older than people my age. And the first guy that I dated 2 years ago, I think I said yes to him because I just wanted to experience having a boyfriend. Because I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Let's see what this shit is about. Because if I go to the normal route and try to get to know him, and mind you, it was also the pandemic, so that kind of had its own shit. But it was like, let's see what this looks like. And I got in there. He was expecting me to take care of him while he was doing the bare minimum. He had issues with me being independent. And I'm like, listen, I don't know how to be anything else. Because I've never had somebody come into the table and be like, hey, let me take care of you. While you're in pain, let me go buy you medicine. Or you're sick, or I believe that you're not feeling well. I never had that. So, on one hand, like, yes, I was so mature than him. I've had several life experiences than him. But on the other hand, it was just like, I could not receive even the good moments because I was like, I don't know where this is going. So, this is my reality. This has been my reality, and I'm trying to break that cycle. Me and my friends were talking about it. We need to break that cycle. We need to heal really well before embarking on something. Because, and here's the thing though, although I hate being the oldest girl in the family, I like being a girl in general. I love being a woman. To me, a woman is strong, she's passionate, she's soft, she's feminine, she's funny, she's smart, she's intelligent. I'm all of that. What I just don't like is having a lot of things thrown at me and having my personhood taken away because I'm a woman. So, guys, that is it. That's all I wanted to share. Let me know what you think. Tell me about your experiences being a girl in your culture, in your household. What does it look like? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for listening. I'm appreciative. Like, slowly but surely, I am building a community and I love it. I love that you tune in. I love that you listen. I love that you follow. The more followers I get, the more better this channel is gonna be. And I am thinking maybe to do video forms, but I'm not really confident about being on camera, but I'm learning. This is all a learning process. I want this to be like a community of girls, a community of sisters, a community of multicultural identities, a community where we can talk about like different cultural aspect about womanhood, about dating, about relationship, about families, about finances. I really want to grow this and make this into like a sisterhood, a multicultural sisterhood. So I'm sharing my upbringing. I really hope that you guys, we can build a community where I can hear about your upbringings and your histories and your cultural discussions, so that we can heal each other or we can laugh with each other, we can make jokes. Yeah, so please, thank you for the one who are following. Thank you for the new listeners who are gonna be listening. Thank you, thank you. Please like, please share, please comment. Yeah, I'll see you on the next podcast. Bye. Have a good night. Thank you.